Hello and welcome to Baking on a Budget. Now, this time what we have is this absolutely fantastic and very simple to make. It's a salted caramel cake. Absolutely delicious cake. This is done in two parts. We're going to make the caramel sauce for this first, and then we're going to make the cake. It's going to be absolutely beautiful. We've got everything we need to make it over here. Quite a bit of stuff it goes into this, by the way. I'm going to run through it, tell you exactly what the quantities are and how much all of this cost. Now, for the cake itself, we have 250 grams of plain flour, and that cost me 13 pence. We got 30 grams of corn flour or cornstarch, which is 16 pence. We've got 2.5 teaspoons of baking powder at about 6 pence. We've got a pinch of salt. We've got 170 grams of butter at £1.32. We've got 55 ml of vegetable oil at about 8 pence. We've got 200 grams of granulated sugar at 24 pence. And we've got 100 grams of brown sugar at 36 pence. We also have 3 eggs at 42 pence. We got 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract at 12 pence. And we've got 120 ml of milk at 8 pence. That's for the cake. Now, for the caramel sauce itself, we have 100 grams of butter, which is 78 pence. We got 180 grams of sugar at 20 pence. We got 300 grams of condensed milk, or 300 ml of condensed milk at 85 pence. We've got a good pinch of salt. We've got 50 ml of double cream, and we've got 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract. If we add all of that up, it comes to £5.14, which is quite expensive, I know, but this is going to be a huge cake and it's going to be absolutely delicious. We're going to get about 8 slices out of that, maybe more, and that makes each slice 64 pence. So first thing we want to do is get the caramel on, so let's get to that. Okay, so to make the caramel, what we're going to do is put the butter into the pan, and as I say, that's 100 grams of unsalted butter. To that, I'm going to add the sugar, and that is 180 grams of just granulated sugar. And to that, I'm also going to add 300 ml of this condensed milk. There's about 390 in this tin, so I'm just going to keep adding that until it looks about right. That's probably it there. Yes, that looks good. We can save this and make some of that delicious ice cream with that later. Right, that's done. We're going to apply some heat. And what we want to do is just mix all of this together, let the sugars melt, and that will be the beginnings of our delicious caramel. Now, there's a few ways to make caramel. This is one of them. And what we're going to do with this is just let it simmer over the heat for quite a while, about an hour, until it really thickens up. And this is going to make excellent, delicious, smooth caramel sauce. So first of all, we just want to melt all of this down, and we want to make sure that we don't burn that sugar. Okay, a couple of minutes later, that has all melted down nicely. Now what we're going to do with that is turn the heat down. It's just coming to a simmer, actually, this. If we leave it, we'll just get a couple of traces of bubble around the outside, and that's what we want. When it's at that stage, what we can do with it is turn the heat down, and now we're just going to leave it. We're going to leave it for about an hour, just not even simmering really, just thickening. And we will stir that occasionally. We don't have to keep stirring it continually as you do with the other method of making caramel. But what we want to do is just let that thicken up, and then we will add the other ingredients to it. Now the cake. So the cake is going to be made in these 2 8-inch cake tins. And the first thing I'm going to do is just give them a good coating of lard on the bottom and on the sides of the tins. So to make the cake for this, what we want is the flour into the bowl, and that's 250 grams of plain flour. To that we're adding 30 grams of cornstarch or corn flour, and then we're going to add 2.5 teaspoons of this baking powder. That's about it there. And we also want a good pinch of salt in there. Right, now we can just combine all of that, and then we can set that aside. And now for the rest of the ingredients for the cake, we want the sugar in the bowl, sugars. That was 200 grams of granulated sugar and 100 grams of brown sugar. And to that, what I've added is 170 grams of somewhat softened butter. I say somewhat softened, this is going to take a little bit of work, but we want to cream these two together. We could also get the oil in at this point, maybe make that a little bit softer. And the idea is just to get this to a nice sort of creamed consistency. And this may take a little while. Once I've got it going a little bit, I may try it with the electric hand whisk, or I may indeed just struggle on with the fork. Indeed revert to the hand whisk for that, and I think it's done it a lot better than the fork. Now we're going to add the eggs just one at a time and mix them in also. And the third one. And then to that we are going to have a teaspoon of vanilla extract, and we've got 120 ml of whole milk. Very good. Now I'm just going to stir that in with the spoon and get it all off the sides of the bowl at the same time. Now I'm just going to give that another go over with the electric whisk. Should have done them in different bowls, but I think I can get all of that into there. So I'm going to put about half of it in to begin with. That's it. And now I'm just going to sort of fold the flour into this mixture. What we want is a nice light cake, so we don't want to work this too much, just enough to get that flour combined. Okay, now get the rest of that in there. And we will get that well combined. Okay, now you may be able to hear that the oven is on in the background, and that is heating up to 160 degrees centigrade. That's what we want for this, and it's going to stay in there for about 20 minutes, 25 minutes. Obviously we'll keep an eye on it and give it its skewer test, and when the skewer is coming out clean, those cakes will be ready to go. We have our prepared tins, and now what we want to do is just get about half of this into each of the tins, about an equal amount in each tin. Probably got a bit more on that one, I think, but let me spread it out, see where we are. Okay, they're ready to go. So as I say, these are going into an oven at 160 degrees, and they're going to stay there for about 20 minutes. Okay, so back over to the caramel. As you can see, that has darkened down quite a lot, and it's thickened up quite a lot as well. So I'm happy with that. Let me just see how long that's been on. That's been on just about half an hour right now. So what I'm going to do with it, because that is looking pretty much there, I'm going to take it off the heat just for a second, and then I'm going to add the double cream and the vanilla extract, and then we'll just see how that all comes together. Smells delicious though. So double cream goes in there. I think that's 50 ml of double cream. Obviously it'll thin back out a little bit with this, and then we'll heat it up again and it will thicken back up. So we just want to get that mixed in like this. Looking and smelling superb. Right, and to that we have a teaspoon of vanilla. There it goes. That is going to be one delicious caramel. Now I'm just going to keep stirring that over the heat for a little while. Let that cream bring it back up, bring it back up to temperature with the addition of the cream, and then we'll see what that looks like. This will obviously stiffen more as it cools as well. Okay, so at this point I'm saying the caramel is done. It's beautifully thick and creamy, smells absolutely divine, and I think it's ready to go. Let's have a look. Yeah, it still comes back in on itself, but as I say, that's going to thicken once it cools. So I'm going to take it over to the bench and we're going to get it into a container. Right, what I have here is a heat-proof bowl, just a small Pyrex bowl, and I'm going to scrape all of this beautiful caramel sauce into the bowl. Just want to make sure I get all of that out of that. Looking good. Now we just need to leave this to cool and it will thicken up further whilst it's cooling, and then we'll see how the cake's doing. Okay, at this point these cakes are looking really good, nice and clean on the skewer. That is done. I'll go and get the other one. Both looking absolutely beautiful. Now again, these are going to need to cool for a little while and then we can put this whole thing together. Okay, here's the first one. Now what I'm going to do is flatten that, so I'm just going to cut the top off it. Obviously the top won't be wasted, we'll just snack on that with a cup of coffee now and again, and then we'll see about getting all of this together. Right, so just want to get that starter off like that, and then just work round and work round, and we'll get that reasonably flat. Little Isla's in the kitchen here today. You'll probably be able to hear her. Whoa, yes, whoa indeed. Yeah, there we are, look at that. That looks delicious. Now, I have the caramel here. Right, so first of all what we're going to do is just get that onto a plate, like so. Here we have the caramel, which is cooled quite a bit. If this is too stiff at this point, I could always just heat that up again and soften it up, but I think I'll make it with that. I think I'll get away with that. So we just want a good dollop of that in the middle of the cake, and we want to spread it out like this. Again, you can use an offset spatula for this if you, sorry, an offset palette knife thing if you wish, but I'll get away with it with a spatula, I believe. That caramel smells absolutely beautiful, by the way. Let's get that all right up to the edges, like that. A little bit more. And a little bit more over there. That's it, looking good. Yes, indeed, Isla, thank you. Now, this one's going on top. Look at that. That's marvellous. And what we're going to do is, again, get plenty of this beautiful caramel on top of the cake. If there's enough, we'll do the sides as well, but that might be a bit of a stretch. So we'll just get all of this on here. Yes. As I say, there's a couple of ways to do the caramel. I find this one a little bit easier, insofar as you don't have to be at it all of the time. If you're doing it with just the sort of melted sugar and stuff, you've got to really be at that constantly so that it doesn't burn. But this method, which I've used here, is fairly simple and no great disasters with it, you know. Right, I'm going to say that's it. Look at that caramel cake. Gonna let it cool just a little bit more, then we're going to cut a slice out of it and we are going to taste it. Thank you. Okay folks, look at this. This is a salted caramel cake. Absolutely beautiful. Look at it. Excellent crumb going on here with this sponge. The caramel itself has came out really, really nice. So I'm going to take a slice of that off and I am going to give it a taste. Look at this. That's delicious. It's a real deep caramel flavour to the sauce on that. And the cake itself is beautiful and light. Absolutely delicious. Yes, as I say, a little bit more expensive than the normal type of recipe that I do, but well worth it, believe me. That is one fantastic slice of cake. Little Isla's here, walking about in the background. And would you like some? Would you like to try some? You can try some if you want. I'll get some. I'll get a little piece for you. Would you like to try it?
Uh-oh.
Go on.
Uh-oh.
Nice? Mm-hmm. Good girl. Isla seems to like it. I certainly am enjoying it. So, as I say, a relatively simple cake to make, a very simple method of doing the caramel, and the cake itself is absolutely beautiful. Yes, as I say, a little bit more expensive than the normal type of recipe that I do, but I thought we'd have a go and see how it turns out, and it has turned out very well. And still, this huge slice of cake here, 64 pence. That's still fairly reasonable these days. So there it is, a very simple and delicious salted caramel cake. If you've enjoyed the video, please do give it a thumbs up, and if you would like to see more recipes like this in the future, always very simple to make, always very inexpensive, and always absolutely delicious, then please do consider subscribing to the channel. In the meantime, me and Isla are going to finish off this beautiful piece of salted caramel cake, and I thank you very much for watching.